Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Spin into Stillness. I am Reverend Robin Ashok, aka the Spiritual Spinister, and I just had dogs barking at the door, crazily so. I didn't want to have the first thing you heard as you came out of that beautiful music to have the dogs be barking. They seem to have quieted down now. Anyway, thank you for joining us here and for making this a part of your regular meditative practice. It's so rewarding when you can make meditation a regular practice, when you can make time for that practice in your week, and perhaps track and see the difference in your life that it can make for you. We always start off. There we go. We always start off our meditations with setting an intention, and we set that intention by writing it down. I think it's so important to write these things down. They articulate what we are setting out to do. They help us focus our thoughts and to kind of channel the information that we have swirling around in our head into one specific thing that is manageable for the duration of tonight's meditation, and hopefully that can last throughout the week. So I like to write it down on these little slips of paper because, as I say every week, if we were in person, then I would gather up everyone's written intentions. If you'd be invited to do so, and we would send them into a burning bowl to be burned in the flames. And that helps us to let go of our attachment to the intention that we've set. So it's important to focus our thoughts and set that intention, but it's also as important to let our attachment to the intention go so that the universe can work its magic in the way that it works its magic. So let's do that. Your intention doesn't have to be complex. It can be simple. It can be one word. It can be better sleep. It can be relaxed at my job. It can be more open to spirituality. Whatever it is, it's yours. This is your meditation. You decide what you'd like that intention to be for the outcome of this meditation. Maybe something you want to happen during it. Maybe something you want to have happen as a result of it. But it's all you. So let's set it now. So I've written one, and I'm going to write a second one because we can, thanks to the miracle of modern technology, we can create a situation that serves as a proxy for all of those intentions that I would have gathered and sent out into the flames. And so I write the words, everyone's intentions, on one of my slips of paper. And that way, when you hold that intention in your hand throughout tonight's meditation, that energy gets put into the pot of all of the energies that are here participating in this meditation. Maybe it's on the live stream, maybe it's on the recording, but everyone's energy who is participating in the meditation is included in the meditation. And so that makes it unique and beautiful and a unique experience for each of us here and for all of us here. So set that intention. We're going to burn it later. Now let's move on to part two, which is drawing from a deck of oracle cards, just another piece of information, another way of looking at something in our lives. So I've been using this wonderful deck of cards called the Star Codes Astro deck. And this is a lovely deck. It's very accessible. It is using principles of astrology, but really in a way that we can all understand. The card itself is going to have beautiful artwork on it. It's going to have a single word theme of the card. And then I'm going to read a little bit more about the card as they have created it. So those three things combined help flesh out that intention that you just set. So you're keeping that in mind when you draw the card, uh, then it provides you more information. It unlocks something else that might help you reach that intention, move forward with that intention, or get more awareness or information about setting or manifesting that intention. So I shuffled the cards. I draw the top card in the deck. And that's really because if we were in person and I was working with you in a reading, I would invite you to reach into the deck to choose that card because it would be yours and your intuition. But because I'm kind of here as the uh, point person for everybody participating, I will draw the top card. I'll shuffle, but I will draw the top card, which serves as all of our cards, our single card to address the multitude of intentions that are being set right now. So let us shuffle. And as I do this, remember, because I do have my dogs reminding me that you might be hearing ambient noises from me or from your own site, wherever you are. And it may startle you, it may annoy you, because you may have carved out this beautiful, quiet space for yourself. And all of a sudden, something intrudes in on that space. But no matter, we want to use that as a teaching and learning moment. We want to be able to perhaps be momentarily, startled, awake out of that deeper state, but we want to be able to use it to go right back in to that deep state. Because again, our aspiration always is to take this idea that we are working with in our very lovely, secluded, and private spaces for this evening, but take it on the road with us. We want to be able to access this stillness, this quiet, this silence, this conversation with our deep self from anywhere and at any time. So it may not happen because we've been pretty lucky over the last couple of weeks, but it may happen. And again, teaching learning moment, just move right back into your stillness and refocus your intention, refocus your discussion with that deep self. And we can go from there. All right, ready to draw that top card. Our card for the week is, oh, well. Okay, so we've had this card before, Aries. As you can see, it's Aries. We haven't had it in quite a while, which is good. And I guess I'll show you again, and I'll put it up for everybody to see. And the word for this week, the theme for Aries is to act, which means it's time to get moving, time to get going, time to take action. So let me put the card up here. Let's see. Right, there's Aries. There we go. So I'm going to read a little bit about the card. As you take a look at the artwork, see what you're feeling, see how that artwork may respond to your intention. Any portion of that card. What is it doing? How does it make you feel? How is it addressing the intention that you've set? Maybe in a way that is surprising you. And then we're going to have what I am reading about the card. So combining everything to to give you that message is what you can apply to your own intention, and we'll use that information, that awareness that you're getting from this different perspective of the card, to go deeper into meditation. You may not believe in the mysticism of an oracle card. So in that case, just use the card as a creative prompt, as that way of jarring your perspective, changing and shifting a bit. It doesn't have to necessarily have that mystical or magical quality, other than it is just a prompt. It's a way for you to go, huh, I see this component of this card, and I think about the intention, and I can think about accessing that in a different way, or in a new way, or a refreshed way. Right, that's enough of that. So Aries, let's find out more about this card, Aries, as it is depicted in our card deck. Aries is, of course, the first sign of the zodiac. Aries asks you to remember your personal fire, your reasons for being alive. It pumps up the volume on your life force. Its energy is raw, exhilarated, direct, rude, passionate, and looking for a challenge. Use your wisdom to focus this raw power and give it a goal. Aries is the cardinal fire sign whose fresh, brash enthusiasm is symbolized by a headstrong ram. It rules the head and imbues initiation, new beginnings, spontaneity, rebellion, and rebirth. What appropriate sign for spring at this time. The sun shines here March 20th through April 20th. So we are just coming out of the Aries sign. So we're right on the cusp. The action is begin. Move into a new territory. Cut to the chase. Be a hero. Feel the call to action and thoughtfully respond. Clear the air and clear the decks. Be crisp and to the point. Shoot from the hip. Set healthy boundaries just by being vibrantly alive. Express affection enthusiastically, spontaneously, and passionately. Work in short, intense bursts rather than long periods of deep concentration. Aries activates our inner adolescent. Direct orders can set off a knee-jerk rebellion. Instead of telling others what to do or how they feel, express your own experience and opinion and speak in I terms. Set a challenge and let others find their own answers. Make sure that all sides feel heard. If a person feels torn between meeting their own needs and meeting another's, they'll take care of their own needs first. So don't set this up as an either or situation. Aries energy boils over quickly. If a situation threatens to erupt in conflict, get out, take a break, and come back later. The challenge of this card: accidents increase when you are in a hurry, rushing through a project, or impatiently distracted. This flammable temperament can spark inspiration or spark a conflagration. Proceed with caution. Aries marks the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere. After a long, dark winter, the dead landscape comes alive. Plants that were shorn or leaves or dormant now breathe new life. This is a brave miracle, and it can be your miracle. Feel the flowing inner life force. Trust this divine direction and summon the courage to begin. Well, that just about says it all. What a beautiful card for the springtime as we move into later spring and moving quickly toward the summer months. So as you think about this card, as you look at this card, why don't you begin to get settled, get relaxed, get comfortable, and we will start to go into our meditative state. So again, I think that everybody can be uh, comfortable, but also remain alert if you can. I think that it's important that we remain as active as possible in having this dialogue with our deep self, which is really where we're going this evening. We go in and in and in and in, and there we discover the deep self, the uh, the divine self, what I consider the divine self. And if, again, the the spirituality of it all is a little, skews a little more secular, then you can think of it as the eternal self, the part of you that will live forever. And by that I mean, your legacy, your impact, your your impression on the life that you have here. But that part of you is eternal, that eternal trait, those eternal qualities. And that's what we're doing really when we meditate each week. We're getting in touch with that inner voice, the divine voice, the eternal voice, the deep voice, the higher voice, however you choose to experience it is the correct way. And then we will go deep and see where the meditation takes us. So you're comfortable, you're settled, and I'm going to let you kind of close your eyes at your own pace. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. With each breath that we inhale, that we exhale, we're going to inhale fully, and then we're going to pause a moment, and then we're going to exhale fully. And each time that happens, you're going to feel your body become more and more relaxed. You're going to feel it get softer as we do this. So that's just the start. Let's begin our breathing. Let's inhale slowly through our nose. And hold. And exhale slowly. And hold. Inhale again. And hold. Exhale slowly. And hold. You can close your eyes anytime, but we usually close it as we finish up this last breath. Inhale. Hold. And exhale slowly. Card back on the screen. Our breathing returns to a comfortable and natural state. Each breath draws us more and more to a relaxed state. Imagine your body just getting soft. Starting with our feet and the top of our head, just getting softer as it moves down our body and up through our body. That softness, that relaxation. And with every relaxed moment, tension is just released from both our bodies and our minds. Breathing in and breathing out, more and more relaxed. focus on that breath. And as your body gets softer and softer, in your mind's eye, with your imagination, how do you see what remains as your body softens? With your eyes closed, how are you imagining you right now? Your mind is active even though your body is relaxed. You're mentally relaxed as well. Tension is gone. More and more relaxed. How do you see you? How do you experience you? You can experience the you, the essence that is you, however you would like. And now, in this utterly relaxed and safe state, I want you to imagine that intention that you have written down, that you may have sitting in the palm of your hand. And I want you to imagine the card, the Aries, the Ram, and its message to act. You can open your eyes and look at the screen if you'd like. How does the card answer your intention? How does that work act fit with your intention that you've set? What do you need to start for that intention to be realized? Maybe this meditation is the first action that helps you move toward setting that intention or manifesting that intention. As you think of that intention and how you might begin to act on it, think about what might you be resisting to initiate that action. What's holding you back? Or if it's not holding you back, what are you most apprehensive about in acting? You're in a safe space to even think about your apprehension to acting. what might be holding you back, you become aware, oh so aware, of a deeper part of you that has some more insight. And that deep self, that divine self, that higher self, can you hear that self request your permission to be revealed to you? Can you nod? Can you acknowledge your receiving of your divine self that has revealed itself to you in this moment? Your divine self is greater than you, and yet it is you. And you recognize this immediately. You see, feel, touch, hear, taste the alignment with this presence that has revealed itself to you. And that connection fills you with joy and with energy and with determination. Your deep self, your divine self, has revealed itself to you right now to share with you a message of the truth related to your intention this evening. A truth that when you hear it or see it or experience it, you know cannot be denied. In helping you reach that intention as efficiently as you can. You may not like what you discover, but you may know that it is something you must look at or deal with or accept in order for this intention that you have set to come to fruition. Just for the next few moments, allow your deep self to share with you all of its love for you and with you, to you. Allow that deep self to share the love and the wisdom of this voice within. The voice is never wrong. The voice is your truth. The voice is your magic. The voice will never, ever let you down or not have your back when you listen for it with clarity. So listen for the information however you can best hear it or experience it. this beautiful, safe space inside our imagination. Our deep self, our divine self, our higher self is visiting us right now. Has revealed itself to us, and we understand that it is never not there for us or with us. And it is sharing with us how we might act towards the realization of our intention. Maybe it's sharing something we hadn't thought of. Maybe it's repeating something we know is most necessary to accomplish or to act. But feel the love. Feel your love for this deep you. Feel your trust and your faith in this deep you. Feel the love and faith coming from this deep you that says, in its own way, you have all you need to act. You have all you need to act. You have all you need to act. I love you. I love me. You have all you need to act. I love you. I love me. We've experienced this message from our deep self in such a beautiful way that we know that we must return to our physical body, to the earth plane, feeling empowered as usual that we have accessed that deep self in a very focused and intentional way. And it has proven fruitful with insight and information to move through the obstacles. And now we're going to use the energy of that ram as we picture any obstacles or things that might bring concern or fear. And we are going to become the ram. Picture those fears, those doubts, those boundaries and barriers right in front of you on a giant wall. And we're going to head back to our physical plane through this image of breaking through the wall. And on the count of 3, we're going to bust through all of those doubts and fears with the strength of our horns. And when we break through the wall, we're going to return to our bodies. So feel yourself getting the energy. Look at those fears right in front of you. And we're going to charge on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Charge through, break through, break through, break through. And as we do, let us find ourselves just easing back into our physical body. The boundaries, the fears, the doubts all have been broken, busted through as we dissolve dissolve that ram's body into our physical body and feel our return to our physical and human self. And as we discover that our breath has kept us here, tethered, we also discover that our fingers and toes can be wiggled. We start to get excited and anxious to return to the earth plane completely, which we do by 3 quick breaths together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Yes. And let us return to ourselves fully by opening our eyes. There you are. Here I am. And what a wonderful experience of going deeply together, of knowing and feeling the energy of all of us, kind of discovering that emerging deep voice, sharing with us insight and information on how we might want to act courageously, fearlessly, intentionally. So, with all of that, as I do each week, we set these off into the flames. And as they burn, so do they return, which is our new motto. So I'm going to send this out. I'm going to start with mine. As we send her off, we throw the second one so that it gets the energy of the first. And you can see it burning right there. Release that intention. There it goes. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much. Let's see who's here. Kathleen and Zoom. My studies on Zoom. Mwah. I love you much, much, much. I look forward to seeing you both soon. And let's see who is elsewhere. Again, I keep forgetting to tell you all to like and subscribe. You know how important it is. Like and subscribe to this video. Please say hello in the comments. We are trying to establish a community. We've been doing this for a really long time. And so I would love to hear your thoughts by having you share your what you have been going through as you have meditated. On Facebook, there's Monica. Thank you for being here. So grateful always for your beautiful energy. And anybody else that I may have missed, Smiley liked it. Andre liked this. So if this is you, Andre, hello. Check out YouTube. But again, if in fact you have been here and I haven't mentioned you, you can still write in the comments. You can still say hello. You can still tell me what your thoughts are. And I would love to hear it. And we can continue to work with this and keep experiencing ourselves as a community. So let's just do it. Let's just keep engaging, please. And that is it for this evening. I will look forward to meeting you right back here next week at this time. Time's moving quickly. Summer's on its way. Let's keep on acting this spring. Keep on blossoming and grooming and having the courage to move forward with our own thoughts, with our own plans, with our own goals, and our own dreams and intentions. So I'll check back with you to see how that's looking next week. Have a beautiful evening, good night, and much, much love. Mwah.